Oh, oops, my bad.
You forget where you start?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm sorry, XYZ fam, that's my bad. Let's go again.
Hey,
XYZ fam! So, we are in somebody's kitchen.
Yeah, we're somewhere. But we're actually here to tell you the Hong Kong story. How we ended up there. Because a book up there.
You guys know Hong Kong was not on our list because we told you the list and Hong Kong was not on it.
Did we tell them the list?
I think we did. Let's recap.
We were planning to go to the Philippines,
Malaysia, Vietnam,
Cambodia,
Thailand, Singapore, and back home.
Yeah.
Oh, and on our way over, we would have gone to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. But we ended up in Hong Kong.
So if you're interested in this story, come along with us!
Real quick, how we ended up here. We were in Cambodia with these completely random strangers that we had not met prior. But we heard they were going on a mission trip and we went with them. The mission trip was amazing! And you can catch it down in the link in the description below, right?
So we were just meeting them for the day we met them at the airport was the first time we're seeing most of them. We only knew one person.
One person from before. And you can tell from the, from the videos who we knew before. But, you know, we really enjoyed the time with them and we realized they're such amazing people. And one person made the unforgiving mistake of saying,
alright.
So that it's evidence.
Look, alright. During the day, we go to work from 8 to 4. You get all the time in the world to study. At 4 o'clock, we get home. We go. We were bouncing to different places. We got Big Buddha near them. We got over here. We got the what do we got in our place?
Disneyland.
We got Disneyland. We got the beach. We got Victoria Peak.
Yeah, to Big Buddha. We got so many.
alright, hold on. So here's what's happening right now.
We're going to Hong Kong.
I made the unforgiving mistake of saying that I'm really happy to be here.
over and
over again. And then somebody said, you should come back to Hong Kong with us. Guys, do they have any idea what they're saying to Zara and I? Because y'all know us. We will get up and go to Hong Kong. So they're currently trying to persuade us, but they don't realize there's only one thing that will determine whether or not we will go. It's not their persuasion, yeah or nay. It's the price of the flight. So once we find a flight, guys, we be going to Hong Kong.
Guess what?
Wait, what?
The flights are cheap.
The flights are who?
The flights are cheap. That's why we're here.
See you in Hong Kong! No, for real though, like
They challenged us, alright? You guys know, don't ever try to say, I bet you guys should come to this country, especially if we're nearby, because we're gonna come, we're gonna show up.
Welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong. My name is Marcus. I'm just right here in the marble thing. Just rapping the freestyle a little bit. There ain't no famous stuff, but I just gotta keep it there. This is my Brandon here. With all the cultures we ate. We got a friend from Jamaica, but you know how we doing it. Just a
just saying that Hong Kong came at a really good time because your friend Xaundre, his social battery was going down and down and down.
you know how it goes when I don't see people, talk to people, laugh and chat with people. I kind of get a little low.
So we're in Thailand for a week and the plan was that we're in Thailand for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the plan was that we would spend a month in Thailand, slow down so that we'll have enough time to study and work, you know, because at this point in the trip we're really tired, right?
Yeah, and we actually want to get
We actually wanted to get the work done. So we ended up now in Hong Kong and joy of his life.
Completely shifted the trajectory of the trip.
Say hi to the vlog, guys. Where we are, Matty?
Alright, so right now we're in an African spot. It's called Gado Locals. This is my spot. I like to come here a lot. And we're eating some authentic African cuisine over here.
Yes.
We got the fufu. We got the peanut sauce. We got jollof rice for those who know about the jollof rice. We got fish, chicken, and all that.
We came all the way to Hong Kong to eat African.
I'm the Hong Kong guy here.
Okay, alright.
There's so much foreigner here in this culture.
Hey, let me tell you something, guys. This is a guy I know
This
with.
is my first time.
Invite himself. Come on,
We were literally just going and he's just like, yo, where we
Oh
going?
yeah, nothing, no drink.
Never been.
No, where you come from, him just pop up and he's the life of the party, okay?
He's the only local and he's the life of the party. They brought such good vibes and they brought us everywhere and showed us the ropes in Hong Kong. And we absolutely enjoyed the human interaction more than anything else. But Hong Kong was also a really beautiful place.
So we stayed with our friends Fanny and Miguel. The interesting thing, we don't have a video with just Fanny and Miguel from Hong Kong, but we might have one from Cambodia with them.
Yeah.
Because like we're always together. Because they're also married and then we're married, you know. So, you don't know, we always find the married people everywhere we go. So we stayed with
That might be strategic.
So we stayed with them, and then all the other friends that came over. And you know, we had enough reason to trust them because we were in Cambodia with them for a week. But other than the week that we spent with them in Cambodia, we didn't know them.
We didn't know them
before
from
that.
anywhere.
So
But they're just such amazing, God-fearing people.
They're amazing people.
And they just took us in and we just thoroughly enjoyed it. And Fanny is a very good cook. Oh, cook up the Mexican dishes. Oh, did I enjoy it? Stephanie!
Let's do it on Saturday.
Hold on, let's get it right. Let's get ready right. Chef Fanny! Chef Fanny! Chef Fanny! Chef Fanny!
Hong Kong is beautiful and the country has a lot to offer. But at that point in our trip, we never really went to see some of the things.
No, we didn't
hang
care
out.
to like go and see the sights or
Yeah.
go and visit the monuments. We just really went for friends.
We went for friends and we went to see them in their element. So all of them are teachers, teacher missionaries who work at the Adventist school in Hong Kong, or there are some other schools around. And everybody work at the one, the Bayview where we're at.
No, the name of the school is not Bayview though.
Oh, what's school name?
Hong Kong Academy.
Oh.
Hong Kong Adventist Academy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an Adventist school. But some of them work as missionaries in another school. Yeah. I think what this trip to Hong Kong did for me is that it showed me our friends in their natural element, which is they're full-time missionaries.
Yeah.
And they're teachers at schools in Hong Kong, Adventist schools, where their job is to teach children and also to bring the gospel.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that they are, not only are they well taken care of, because you know they're well taken care of, but they're so happy.
Yeah.
And so excited to be doing it. Yeah.
Like our friends, like Miguel especially, he'll just randomly say,
Man,
I love Hong Kong. I love it here.
It's
On the East, one of the things that they do in order to get the word of God out to like children and their parents is through education. So like legally, I don't know if you can come to those countries as missionaries.
Some
countries in Asia, you can't come there as missionaries, but you can come as teachers. And then what they do is that they use people who come from different countries to teach English as the same teachers who are going to impart the word of God on the students, and to be there to facilitate the questions, because you know, in no way it's a full indoctrination. It is I'll introduce this to you, and then if you want to find out more, we're here to explain it to you. And then through that, then their parents will come, because the school has events and the parents will come, and that's kind of how you build on it. And I love that method.
In fact, while we were there, the school was actually having, because we stayed on Hong Kong Adventist Academy, on the campus of Hong Kong Adventist Academy, and they were actually having a musical. We went and we watched them do a musical. It was great.
Yeah, it had some biblical elements in it, of course.
We
And so for African food with the crew.
First of all, you bring us to Hong Kong.
To bring us to
African food.
I said going too much black people there on. We got each on to the other black people there.
Food first impression, baby.
Yo, she's the manager.
I'm taking my bags and going.
She knows she can be strong. Oh, they're doing it fast.
So our not too wise friends invited us to an amazing place to come and eat while most of them are on a Daniel fast. Yeah, not a good idea. But it was so good.
It was nice. A little walk around the city, saw some of the things. It was nice. How you feeling?
I'm really enjoying it.
You are?
Nice little fruits.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
Famous what?
He has no idea.
Then what else did we do? We went to Xaundre went to tour hospital in Hong Kong.
Guys, let me tell you about an approach to ministry that you've never heard of before. I promise you've never heard of it. A boutique hospital.
Yeah.
It is literally an Adventist-run hospital. It's a religious institution. But it is for rich people. And when I say rich, I don't mean like regular rich. I mean like really, really, really rich.
Really rich.
So much so that it's so expensive to get a bed there that really only multi-millionaires and billionaires send their family there. Like you can have one person admitted to the hospital and the entire place is shut
The
down.
rich people need Jesus too.
But exactly, but that is their approach to ministry for those people, because I mean there are a lot of things for a lot of people at different, you know, in different socioeconomic groups, but rich people tend to get left out a lot of times.
That's
because
true.
you can't reach them with the same methods that you use for most people. If you're having a crusade in, you know, in downtown somewhere, what are the odds you're going to have the rich man come there to join the crusade? You know, maybe unlikely.
You have to meet them where they're.
You have to meet them where they are.
Yeah.
And they're more receptive to understanding things of a spiritual nature when they are, you know,
And it's mixed with a little luxury, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to be politically
I'm
correct.
really trying, and especially because I went to the hospital, and guys,
Yeah, it's really
it's
luxurious.
really, really nice.
It's really nice.
You know, if y'all see me in Hong Kong in a few years,
First of
may or
all,
may not be looking a job.
we were really impressed with Hong Kong's infrastructure. We loved the transportation system. Xaundre swear he's a local, so you know him figure out the train and the bus, and him a walk like him around the place.
It's so easy to get around. In fact, so much so that most people don't even bother drive. In fact, driving is disincentivized.
What disincentivize mean?
The government actively tries to get people to not drive in
Yeah.
order to reduce pollution and stuff like that. But they can do that when their public transportation system is so
good.
efficient
Yeah, I
and
know. I
clean.
mean, she at the airport.
Oh, she at the airport.
Yeah, she at the
Okay.
airport.
All right.
Yeah. But for real, like public transportation was really good. The roads were clean and everything. And one of the only reasons why, you know, Xaundre was like, well, I guess we wouldn't live here. It's because the doctors need to learn Cantonese, which is their official language, and he doesn't really like languages that much.
Languages that much to go and learn Cantonese.
Yeah, it's a hard language to learn, so
Yeah.
he would literally have to like step outside of the box. But we'll go back though.
We'll definitely go back.
One of the other things about Hong Kong is that they don't have a lot of kids there.
No.
And they don't have a lot of kids because raising children is expensive. And what they do is that they think about kids in a numerical value. So like they'll say, yeah, we don't have kids because right now we don't have $1 million. And that's what you need to raise a kid for 18 years. So you find
Obviously
that
we pulled $1 million
yeah,
out of
I
a
pull it
hat.
out of a hat. So they have an aging population, and then they treat their kids like royalty. So the government incentivizes you
Yeah.
to have kids because
and they take
want,
very good care of their children.
Yeah.
Because they just don't have that
they
many.
don't have that many. So like kids are a big deal.
Yeah.
So if you want to go add to the population in Hong Kong, I don't know. I don't know.
We currently are not planning the addition of the population. in
God,
Hong
not
Kong.
right now, Jesus. I pray. Hallelujah. Amen. Now sometimes I have to pray now because yeah. So one of the other things that we did in Hong Kong was that we went to church.
Loved it. It was an international church. Well, when people in Asia say international church, they really just mean Filipino.
Terms interchangeably. We use the terms interchangeably. And we're going to talk about that as well. So when we talk about worth, we're talking about how much something costs. Your house is worth 100,000. The watch is worth 80,000. Your shoes are worth 500, right? That is how much it costs. So when we talk about worth, we're talking about how much something costs, right? When we talk about value, we're talking about not the cost, but we're talking about how much it, the emotional attachment to it. So for example,
yeah, we found that out. Filipinos take over Adventist churches in Asia, which is good. But we found that there are a lot of ladies in the church. So guys, if you don't want to, we kind of find it hard to recommend because man already shot. And the people them that the West one man, it's kind of hard for me to go to Asia. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit biased. I
mean, I would want to disagree because I want to look out for the guys and say, you know, there are a lot of ladies there.
There are a lot of ladies
in Asia. And I mean, good Christian ladies. Like, the churches are packed with them.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I have an issue with the men just not standing up, like, not manning up and, you know, maturing. So it's not even like I can say there's an abundance of men looking for women because that's just not the reality.
That's not the reality. I think the only men, there was maybe the pastor.
And maybe three
other men. And then the only other men were the guys who came with our group.
We instantly fell in love. And we fell in love with them not because they're amazing people, but I mean they are. But that's not why we fell in love with them. We fell in love with them because they love Jesus. And it came out in how they interacted with each other, the conversations they had, and perhaps most importantly, it came out in their willingness to go and be missionaries. And if it's one thing that we wish that we had more exposure to from back home, it's that missionary spirit. And to meet up on a group of people who had that was just life-changing for us. Anyway, we were there in Cambodia and had an amazing time with the students.
His son has found a resting place. He's on the rock and lies. What about you? I'm on the rock, on the rock and lies.
oh yeah,
I'm on the rock and lies. My son has found a resting place. She's
on the rock and lies.
she's on the rock and lies.
Because we went and we did our service there, so.
And then easily 60-70 women.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But the Filipino churches are so sweet, they're so receptive, and they'll feed you.
Listen, they gave us so much food. But there's also another explanation for why it's so heavily female dominated in that space in terms of numerically. Because the Filipino ladies leave the Philippines and come to Hong Kong for work generally, where they work as caretakers for the kids and as nannies and housekeepers and that kind of stuff. So that's really where that's really how they end up in Hong Kong. And for that reason, you know, you see the big disparity. But truth be told, across the board, wherever we end up in a church, there's almost always an overwhelming majority of women.
Yeah, and I mean, the Philippines has the biggest Christian country in Asia.
Yeah.
And then because they're the biggest Christian country, they have a big Adventist population in comparison to the other countries.
That's true. And
so that will spill over.
They're like Adventist missionary schools and stuff in the Philippines that a lot of people go to train at, and then they branch out and, you know.
Right. So I guess that's also a reason. It's just a heavy Adventist presence that's there.
And also people from other religious
but it's majority Christian, remember?
Yeah, but majority Christian, but In the same way that majority Christian in Jamaica, but out of that big group of Christians, Adventists account for a significant portion. And I want to make the point.
Alright, go and play your point. Make your point, baby. What kind of point? Pencil point? Slaps me.
Yeah, so the point is there are a lot more Adventists in Jamaica than...
Per square man.
Yeah. Whatever, just skip this.
Our camera wasn't working, so we actually never got a lot of clips. The clips that we got were on our phone.
Yeah.
So because the camera wasn't working, we were forced to really
just enjoy
the moment. So the time flew by really quickly, and in no time, the week was over, and we had to say our goodbyes.
So we had like a little dinner party.
Yeah, that was nice.
And I had a lot of food to eat. Played some games, and then we were on our way.
You always had a lot of food to eat.
That is true.
Tower, crown tower, tower crown, crown castle.
Yes!
Soup, sipping, tea time, sweet, Sleeping Beauty,
No.
supper time, tea time, pasta.
Fast, yeah.
Hands,
No.
suicide. Okay, I don't know that one. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I
Let's go, guys.
Let's go, guys.
Please come back to Hong Kong.
Look, guys. Oh, made in Hong Kong. Forever and ever, for whither thou goest, I will go with notes of clove, bud, and vanilla. And then
Shout the victory.
We'll sing and shout the victory.
When we will see Jesus one more time.
When we all get to
I say when we will see Jesus.
what a day of rejoicing there will be.
We will see Jesus.
When we all see Jesus.
We'll sing and shout the victory.
We'll sing and shout the victory.
Yo, Hong Kong 2023 was amazing. See you guys next year.
that's how the church is at the
I know. That's not
But then we're off to our next country as we head back to the west, and the next country is Singapore. And guys,
Singapore has a twist coming for you.
we might just be moving there.
Hey, don't tell them that.
Oh.
Oops. Well, that's all from us for this one. So we'll see you next time
On Adventures of XYZ. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
You have to show your face. I guess you don't know whose kitchen we're in.